Sir, we have classified the chapter registration into three categories, part 1, part 2, part 3. In that part 1, 22, 23, 24. What is section 22? What is section 23? What is section 24? Coming to section 25, what is section 26? What is section 27? What is section 28? 29? 30? Either we are going to talk about section 28, amendment of registration. Section 28 is what? Amendment of registration. Sir, I have taken registration. I understood that if I fall under section 22 or 24, I am liable to take the registration. Section 22 is a aggregate turnover based registration. If your aggregate turnover exceed the threshold limit, you are liable to take the registration. Without seeing the aggregate turnover, if I fall under section 24, I am liable to take the registration. Yes, that's what section 22 and 24 is all about. One line summary, if I fall either under section 22 or under section 24, I am liable to take the registration. How to take the registration, when to take the registration, where to take the registration, all these things has been explained in section 25. And once I take registration in one act, it will be treated as registration taken in another act also as per section 20. But if I am a CTP or NRTP, I am having a different rules and regulation which are covered under section 27. Right? Yes, now I have taken the registration and business is going on. But some amendments are required in the registration. Like, for example, we have discussed in rule, actually classified into two categories. Sir, the person desirous to get the registration has to do the declaration, validation, TRN, filling of, sir, part B of that form, and we will get the acknowledgement. And that will be transferred to the proper officer. And the proper officer will check everything is pakka or not pakka. Everything pakka, within 7 working days you will get the RC. If everything not pakka, you will get a love letter from the proper officer asking the explanation, right? All these things are there. So, when I am giving the declaration, my dear lovable students, I would have given a phone number, email ID, all those stuff. But there is no need that the same phone number I have to use lifelong. Correct? I may change the phone number, I may, sir, change my email ID, all those things, how I have to change. That is what of registration. Or one more thing, when I am taking a registration, sometimes my entity may be a partnership firm which may consist of 3 partners. After some time, I may added one more partner or removed one partner. So there is a change in the constitution of the partnership firm. If there is any change in the constitution of any firm, partnership firm, how to inform that change to the department is what section 28, what of registration. So what section 28 is saying that after you take a registration, you are going to amend the registration. That's what section 28, what of registration. Amendment in core area and amendment in non-core area. Check first whether that amendment is amendment in core area or amendment in non-core area. நீங்க இப்ப amend பண்ண போறது core ஏரியாவை amend பண்ண போறீங்களா இல்ல non-core ஏரியாவை? Sir, if the amendment is in core area, PO's permission is required. Proper officer ஓட என்ன வேணும்? Proper officer கிட்ட நீங்க apply பண்ணி proper officer சொல்லணும் okay நீங்க RC amend பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு அவரோட permission கிடைச்சாதா என்ன ஏரியாவை? Sir, what is core area? Examples like these are the core area. Legal name of the business. For example, I took registration as A&M classes. Now I am going to change as A&M school. So if I am going to change the legal name of the business, it's a amendment in, I have to get the permission of the PO. Address of principal place of business or additional place of business. Earlier it was in Nungambakam. Hello sir. Now I am shifting to Esmambalam. Then sir, I have to intimate the PO. Addition or deletion or what of partner, retirement of partner or directors or karta or managing committee or board of trustees or CEO, etc. If that is the case, my dear lovable students, these are called as amendment in core areas. So I have to inform the PO, get the permission from the PO. Whereas I am changing the phone number, I am changing the email ID. இதெல்லாம் நீ டெய்லி பேசிஸ்ல மேபி மாத்திட்டே இருப்ப. இதுக்கெல்லாம் போய் பிஓக்கு என்ன தர முடியாதுன்னா பெர்மிஷன் தர முடியாது. சோ நீயே டைரக்டா எங்க போ, காமன் போர்ட்டல்ல போ. நீயே காமன் போர்ட்டல்ல போய் நீயே மாத்தி விட்டுற, அவ்வளவுதான். என்ன ஏரியாவா இருந்தா. That's why they are saying section 28 what of registration. What amendment you need? Sir, do you need amendment in core area or amendment in non-core area? If amendment is in amendment in core area, PO's permission is required. If the amendment in non-core area, PO permission is not required. Are you all really with me? Yes, sir, if there is any change which warranted the core area, like I have changed the principal place of business, or I have added or deleted the additional place of business, change in the constitution of the business, sir, change in the name of the business. From the change, for example, there is an addition of partner. எந்த டேட்ல புது பார்ட்னர் என்ன ஆனாங்களோ அட்மிட் ஆனாங்களோ அப்ளிகேஷன் டு பி ஃபைல்டு வித்தின் 15 days ஆஃப் சேஞ்ச். சேஞ்ச் ஆகி எத்தனை நாள்? 15 daysல நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அப்ளிகேஷன் போடணும். யாருக்கு? இந்த மாதிரி நாங்க எடுத்த அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு இப்ப இருக்கிற சர்க்கம்ஸ்டன்ஸ்க்கு என்ன இருக்கு? சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு. சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு. Are you really with me? Once application to be filed within 15 days of change, நீங்க 15 நாள் சேஞ்ச் ஆகி 15 நாள்ல நீங்க PO க்கு என்ன போட்டீங்கன்னா PO may be satisfied. He will check the details. Yes, there is an addition in the partner. I have saw the newly constituted partnership deed. Old partnership deed இருக்கு, new partnership deed இருக்கு. New partnership deed எல்லாமே பக்கா content sir are பக்கா perfect. Then permission granted within next 15 days. Then the old RC you put it on dustbin. You will get the amended RC. Are you all really with me? If the PO is not what satisfied, you are asking for a change in the core area, but the documents, supporting documents what you have submitted is not supporting the change. Hello sir. Then show cause notice to be issued. Show the cause. Cause na karanam. நீ எனக்கு காரணம் சொல்லு. என்ன காரணம் நீ எனக்கு சொல்லுனா நான் உன்னோட அப்ளிகேஷனை ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண போறேன். நீ என்கிட்ட வந்து அமெண்ட்மென்ட் வேணும்னு என்கிட்ட கேட்டிருக்க இல்லையா, அந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? நான் எதனால உன்னோட அப்ளிகேஷனை ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண கூடாது, என்ன பேசிஸ்? ஷோ த காஸ். அதான் ஷோ காஸ் நோட்டீஸ். அப்ப எனக்கு காரணத்தை சொல்லு நீ. ஷோ காஸ். Then for that reply within எத்தனை working days? We have to reply to them within 7 working days. 7 நாள்ல நம்ம பதில் சொல்லியாகும். சார் 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 இந்த காரணத்தினால என்னோட ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷனை தயவு செஞ்சு என்ன பண்ணி கொடுங்க, அமெண்ட் பண்ணி கொடுங்க. தயவு செஞ்சு எனக்கு அமெண்ட் பண்ணி கொடுங்க. சோ நீங்க காரணம் கேட்டீங்க இல்லையா, எதனால ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண கூடாதுன்னு, இந்த காரணத்தினால என்னோட அப்ளிகேஷனை ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண கூடாது. Now that reply may be satisfactory or reply may be not satisfactory. If the reply is satisfactory, RC amended. RC amended. If reply is not satisfactory, amendment rejected. Amendment rejected. So what is the one line summary? Amendment of registration, you have to check whether the amendment is in core area or amendment is in non-core area. If the amendment is in core area, whose permission is mandatory? From the date of change within you have to make an application to the proper officer, sir, asking the change. Comfortable? Yes, if the amendment is in what core area? PO's permission is not required. Not required. Hello sir. Yes, sir. Once you file the application within 15 days of change, PO may be satisfied, PO may be not satisfied. If PO is satisfied, PO granted within next 15 days. PO granted within next 15 days. If PO is not satisfied, he will issue a you have to reply to that show cause notice. The purpose of that show cause notice is asking us why your application should not be rejected. So we have to go and satisfy the PO that PO don't reject my application. That explanation may be satisfactory, not satisfactory. If that reply is satisfactory, RC amended. If that reply is not satisfactory, amendment rejected. Very comfortable? Now coming to this Chapman. So what is section 28? Tell me. amendment of registration. So you tell me the person, a registered person or UIN holder, only two people will be there. That's what the summary of section 25. Either you will be having the registration number or UIN holder as per 25 subsection 9. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Submission of application within eternal days of change. சேஞ்ச் ஆகி அது கோர் ஏரியாவாக இருக்கட்டும் நான் கோர் ஏரியாவாக இருக்கட்டும் எந்த ஏரியா சேஞ்ச் ஆனாலும் எத்தனை நாளையில் நீ வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அப்ளிகேஷன் சப்மிட் பண்ணணும். எப்படி நீ ரோட்ல போய் நின்று கத்துவியா? இல்லை, எங்கே போய் கத்துவ? ஜிஎஸ்டி என்ன போர்ட்டல்? காமன் போர்ட்டல். ஜிஎஸ்டி காமன் போர்ட்டல் அந்த சேஞ்சை எப்படி பார்க்குதுன்னா ஐதர் சேஞ்ச் இன் என்ன ஏரியா, நான் கோர் ஏரியா ஆர் சேஞ்ச் இன் காமன் ஏரியா, கோர் ஏரியா. ஸோ கோர் ஏரியாவில் இருக்கிற சேஞ்சா இல்லை in case அது என்ன ஏரியால இருக்கிற சேஞ்ச் ஆனா it will go to the என்ன officer, proper officer. If it is என்ன core area, that's it, game over man. Registration certificate amended automatic registration certificate என்ன ஆயிடும்? amend ஆயிடும். ஏன்னா phone number change பண்றது, email ID change பண்றது, இதுக்கெல்லாம் எதுக்கு வந்து proper officer disturb பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க நீ? கரெக்ட்டா இல்லையா? If the PO, sir, if the area is a core area, then first it will move to the PO. There are only two circumstances are there. PO satisfied? If PO satisfied, permission to be granted within, that's it, game over. If PO checking the document, everything pakka, he will say that fine, RC automatically will be granted. Pakka? But if the PO is of the opinion that amendment is unwarranted, unwarranted, hello, தேவையில்லாதது amendment. For example, I am already taken registration as A&M what? Classes. This is what the name in which I have taken the registration. After that, I am going and saying to the PO that, PO, I want to make a core area amendment. Ennappa? I am going to change the name of the business. That PO cannot say that you should not change the name of the business. Hello? I have applied to the PO that after A&M classes, I want to put exclamatory mark. PO is saying that amendment is unwarranted. தேவையில்லை, அங்க புள்ளி இருந்தா என்ன இல்லைனா என்ன, or document furnished are incomplete or incorrect. That means PO is not satisfied. Then PO will serve a show cause notice why application for amendment should not be rejected. எதனால ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண கூடாது. So if a person replies to notice within எத்தனை working days? 7 working days. Sir, reply பண்ணல, நீ என்ன கேட்க நான் என்ன சொல்ல? Then the application for amendment shall be rejected. Sir, if the reply is satisfactory and கேட்டா reply is not satisfactory, then also application for amendment shall be rejected. But if the reply is what? Satisfactory. Within 7 working days of receipt of reply for என்ன cause notice, RC will be amended. Comfortable? So you have to put it on dustbin, the old RC, and you have to change that to the new RC. So one line summary of section 28 is very simple. You have to check whether the area is a core area. Core area, you have to go to the PO within 15 days of the change. PO satisfactory, not satisfactory. If satisfactory, he will what? Issue the amended RC. If it's not satisfactory, he will issue a show cause notice. You have to reply to the show cause notice within 7 working days. That reply may be satisfactory, not satisfactory. If reply is satisfactory, you will get the amended RC. If the reply is not satisfactory, he will. If the amendment is with regard to a non-core area, you itself can directly go to the GST common portal and you can. If PO fails to take any action, that means, sir, you have to reply to the show cause notice within 7, sir, within a period of 15 working days from the date of submission of the application. நான் இந்த மாதிரி கோர் ஏரியா மாறி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி யார்கிட்ட அப்ளிகேஷன் போடுறேன்? ஏன்னா நான் கோர் ஏரியா மாறினா நான் பிஓக்கு அப்ளிகேஷன் போட வேண்டிய, அப்ப this part should surely be a super, sir. Within a period of 7 working days from the date of receipt of reply to the என்ன cost notice, the certificate of registration shall stand amended to the extent applied for and amended certificate shall be made available to the registered person on the enna portal? Common portal. That means one single line. If the PO is not responding, then automatically deemed concept will be applicable. Deemed concept in the sense means, sir, after the change you have applied for amendment within 15 days. PO has not responded to that. Or PO responded initially saying that he is not satisfactory. He issued a show cause notice. You reply to that show cause notice within 7 working days. Then my dear lovable students, what act is saying that it will be deemed that the registration has been granted. The amended RC will be provided in the enna portal? Common portal. A retrospective amendment to be effective on commissioner's order. This is just a rule, man, pass through reference. Any particular of the application for registration shall not stand amended with effect from a date earlier than the what of submission. Inform GST REG 14 on the common portal. For example, இன்னைக்கு நீ வந்து ஒரு சேஞ்ச் வேணும்னு கேக்குற. இப்போ ஏஎன்எம் கிளாसेस ஏஎன்எம் ஸ்கூலா மாத்தணும்னு இன்னைக்கு கேக்குறேனா நீ ஸ்டார்டிங் அப்ளிகேஷன் எடுத்தது இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் ஏஎன்எம் கிளாसेसா தான் இருக்கும். என்னைக்கு நீ அப்ளிகேஷன் போடுறியோ அதில இருந்து தான் அது ஏஎன்எம் என்னவா மாறும். அப்போ any particular of the application for registration shall not stand amended with effect from a date earlier than the date of submission of application in form GST REG on the enna portal. Except but exception with the order of the yarodedu for the reason to be enna in writing and subject to such condition as the commissioner may in the said order specify. For example, I am going and crying to the commissioner that, Commissioner, please make the name of my business as A&M School from the date of taking what? He is asking me, why man? Why? I am saying to the commissioner that, sir, if you are changing the amendment from the prospective date, not from the retrospective date, for example, I am saying you, if I am going to list my company in the recognized exchange, stock exchange, they will ask from what date A&M School is there. I have to say that for the last 3 months. But actually, the same composition of board of directors, same person who have continued, same A&M, only there is no change. But instead of classes, we are going to change it as. So உங்க பெரிய மனசு வச்சு மேபி நான் அப்ளிகேஷன் போடுறது இன்னைக்கா இருக்கலாம். ஆனா நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பெரிய மனசு காட்டுனீங்கன்னா ரெட்ரோஸ்பெக்டிவ் அமெண்ட்மென்ட்ல அது நீங்க என்னன்னு மாத்தி கொடுத்துருங்க. So retrospective amendment to be effective on yaroda order. So now commission understood that, oh my god, so your case is genuine. Generally, normally we will provide only prospectively. But since your case is a genuine case, we are ready to provide you இப்படி யாரோட ஆர்டர் இருந்தா that is possible. Comfortable? That's it with regard to section 28, man. What is section 28? Amendment of registration. That means after you taken the registration, if you want to change any of the particulars that you have provided, you can change that. That areas GST is classifying into 2 categories: core area and non-core area. Core area means main area like legal name of the business, address of the principal place of business or additional place of business, addition, deletion or retirement of partners or directors, karta, managing committee or board of trustees or CEO, etc. These are the core areas. Whereas with regard to what core area? Non-core area, normal day-to-day changes will be there, like mobile number, like email ID. For that, sir, proper officer's permission is not required. You can directly go to the common portal, automatically the RC will get amended. But with regard to the core area, he will check everything is pakka, not pakka. If everything pakka, permission will be granted within next 15 days of your submission. If everything not pakka, he will issue a show cause notice. Show cause notice. Once you get the show cause notice, you are supposed to respond to the show cause notice within 7 working days. You may not respond or your response may not be satisfactory. Then they will reject that. If your response is satisfactory, my dear lovable students, within 7 working days of receipt of the reply to the show cause notice, they will amend the RC. Sir, once the PO is not responding, is not cooperating, he is not taken any action after he got the application or after he got the reply to the show cause notice and no response is there within 15 days, after 15 days or within 7 days, then automatically the common portal itself will provide you amended RC. Sir, generally, normally, once you make an application, it will be applicable only from prospectively, not from retrospectively. But in certain cases, if you are able to satisfy the commissioner that my case is a genuine case, then he will pass an order to make that on a retrospective basis also. That's it with regard to section 28. That is what I have presented in the chart. Amendment in core area, amendment in non-core area. Core area, PO's permission required. Non-core area, PO's permission is, you have to, whatever it may be, application to be filed within 15 days of the change. If there's a core area, PO satisfied, not satisfied, PO satisfied, permission will be granted within next 15 days. Sir, PO not satisfied, show cause notice will be issued within 7 working days. You have to reply to the show cause notice. Then, sir, if he is satisfied, RC will be amended within next 7 working days. So basically here it is 7 plus 7 comes to 14. Here it is 1 short 15. So they are splitting that 15. They can't make it to 7.5, 7.5. No. Understanding? That's why they are saying logically 7 days you give the show cause notice. Hello? Let them reply for that, sir. Show cause அது முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு 7 days குள்ள நீங்க என்ன கொடுத்துருங்கன்னா permission கொடுத்துருங்க. Right? So this is our third part of first section, man. What is the first section? Section 28, amendment of registration. 29, 30. Fine. What is section 22? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Special provisions for casual taxable person and 28, 29, 30. In that we are in part number 3. In that section number 1, 28, amendment of registration comes to an. I'm comfortable, sir, from your heart. Anybody is there? Where is a grand clap?